Just give me a second and we'll get started, guys. Today's going to be part 3. We're continuing, and we're going to be basically continuing where we left off from the blocking. So part 3, obviously, as the name says, is part 3. It's going to be continuing the blocking we started. We added some breakdowns. It's like a detailed kind of blocking pass, and finally kind of coming to the point where I think we've got excuse me, we've got about 60 frames out of the way, 60-70 frames, and I want to push it towards like potentially like 100 frames. Our first, let's take a look and see. Hopefully you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? I've got like the worst luck with streams. Sometimes stuff is happening that I'm not aware of. So do let me know in the chat. Oh, amazing! We've got people. Hello, my people. Oh, Zazu's there. Missid the Tired is there. Amazing. Oh, I know who these people are. They have like aliases, but they're amazing. I know them. They're cool people. Cool. Yeah. Why don't you guys put like a pizza in there for Ninja Turtles? Because we're animating a Ninja Turtle. Yeah, let's see the pizzas. Yes, we can see it. Amazing. That's awesome. Can you guys just like hit the like button just to show some love in the chat? That animation love. Cool. And yeah, let's get started. So I'll do a little play of where we were left off. So I will always do a small little recap just before we start. So it's a Kung Fu themed body mechanics masterclass that I'm giving. This is part 3. So if you do like this, go back to part 1 and 2. They're about like an hour and a bit, hour and 20 minutes kind of long. So we want to do all these nice strong mechanics, like as in fighting poses and whatnot. And I've picked Jackie Chan as the for the reference, and I'm using Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles for the rig, for the performance. So let me go to frame 72. I'll play this a few times just to show everyone where we left off, and we'll continue with blocking. So he's breathing, he's getting ready, dodges, punches, gets there. So we worked on the whole breathing, staying alive, and then moving back for the punching stuff. So yeah, that's where we left off. I think on the first video, even though the video was 1 hour 40 minutes, we had about 20-30 minutes of like tech issues. So in total, I think I spent about 2 hours and 10 minutes maybe for this blocking, which is about 70 frames of animation. And if we, hopefully I don't have to select the character, there we go, click. So this is the kind of animation that I've done in about 2 hours. So this time round, maybe what I'll do is I'm going to try get into animating. Oh, I see a pizza. That means we have a Ninja Turtle fan in there. That's Zazu. Yes, we can see it. Amazing. Cool. Alright guys, today I'm going to try be less chatty and more animated, because I do feel like I explained to you guys what's happening, which is great, but on the other hand, I kind of like slow myself down, which is fine. If you do have any questions, just like let me know in the chat, and I'll be happy to let you guys know what I'm doing. Okay, let's get back into this. So let's save, because we're going to version up from where we left off. So what's the time now? So let's say 7, depending on where you are, obviously. And nope, we don't want to replace that one. We want to just version up. Cool. Alright, let's see. Alright. Cool. Alright, I'm getting into this now. Into the turtle zone. No, I'm joking. So the head moves around here. I think I've got a neck control that I've keyed. That's doing something weird. So what I'll do is I'll just go in there. I don't like keys to be on weird frames, so I want to remove that. That's going to kind of like annoy me. It's going to annoy me, and plus like you don't want to have an isolated movement. It's this one here. So for example, all the motion of the body is on 69, and then 70 we have that. So I want to get rid of 70. This, let's see, yep, done. Okay, cool. I'm tempted to refine this area a little bit more. Yeah, there's some stuff happening. Every time you take a look at the shot again, guys, that you're working on, you notice small things that you didn't see last time. So I'm seeing stuff that I don't want to see. Okay. Let's see. So 2 hours of animation. Let's keep going. Oh no, don't do that. That should be quite forward. The arm should be going forward. That frame still going forward. Do this. That leaning over is a bit too much. So I'll go back in here, grab this pose. Like, don't be afraid to readjust your poses. Just because you've animated them doesn't mean you need to stick to it. And don't be afraid to change things around. I find, you know, sometimes, I guess what I'm getting to is don't be precious with your blocking and posing. So now he's there. Let's see what he's doing. He's going down. That's right. He's starting to go down. I'll always go back into the 2 view there. I go into the graph editor, like I said last time, for small subtle stuff. And what is he doing? And then he goes back a little bit. So you want to capture those little moments in there. So back would mean this way. Let's go back in there. Whoops. Oh wait, did I? No, that's perspective, that's why. Guys, you need to help me out. If something happens here, I trust you guys to straight me down the right path. Okay, let's go in here. Yeah, like up. It's coming down. He goes forward too much there. So I want to grab the hips and go back there. He can start to come forward, but not too much. We don't allow him to go forward too much. So let's go side to side. How are you guys? What are you guys doing right now? Let's see who's in the chat. How many people's in the chat? Oh no, chat's disappeared. No, there we are. We have some people. Cool. Let me drop a message into the Discord, see if anybody wants to join. I will keep pushing through, and I do want to get I want to get this shot pretty refined today. So, and I think we're in a good position for that as well. Cool. Let's go back in here. Zazu, have you got your shot ready for tomorrow's session? There's that. And even over here, he seems like the leg goes to, like, this leg looks a little bit awkward from here to here. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've noticed that, go in here. So as you guys can see, I'm only human. I can't have these poses amazing every single time. So pull that leg back, keep it around here, so it aligns with this one a bit more. That means these guys are coming too far. Like, just need to readjust them as well. It's when you have these really fast motions, it's a bit difficult to see what's happening, because I have to really scroll and slow down Yeah, and even with this, I really want to... So you see, this pose here, 56 to 58, is very close. So I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to grab that pose from 58, copy, go to 56, paste, and look. Whoops. Let's grab these poses as well from 58 to 56. It's just the neck that's doing that. I'll grab the neck as well. Copy that. Paste into here. Think. Cool. I would say I'm like 90-80% there with this pose now. It just means that I need to bring this pose down, a bit more back, and maybe bring this foot a little bit more this way, just to show that it's coming from that direction. Come on, move. And over here, he's kind of leaning forward. And this one is doing that. Nope, that's too much. Come on, move. Look, I'm moving it, it's not moving. So, Maya is frustrating sometimes. Come on. See? I managed to get that pose in there pretty quickly. And all I need to do is tweak this one. This one is close to the body, that one's opening up. So what I'll do is I'll keep the first one, but the second one, which I already had posed initially, I'll just pull it out. Because it seems like he's opening his arms up. And maybe I'll add some motion on the head because he's leaning backwards. 1 second guys, my fan base is messaging me. No, I'm joking. Okay, cool. So you saw how I just quickly added a pose in there without really doing much. I would say this is a bit still too high. There. I'm just tracking what the head is doing. No. Let's go there. Come on. There we go. I do need to fix the hands, but besides that, I think they're not in such a bad shape. Let's see, that left arm looks a bit weird. It's coming through, it's coming. Bang, it goes into the body. Yep, that's fine. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me talk to myself. Giving myself like that much needed confidence boost. I'm like, you're doing fine, Fatih. Keep going. Cheers, dude. Let's see. What is Zazu saying? I sadly don't have a new shot yet. I've been busy with the animation events. If it was super fun available though. Okay, awesome. No problem. We'll have more. Well, what we have on Wednesday is we've got an animation review day, where we've got some students and like some animator friends putting their shots on for me to review. And yeah, if it's not this time, Zazu, next time would be great. You're always welcome to post some stuff and like, yeah. Let's see what you got. Cool. If you guys can slap that like button, I would really appreciate it. It does help. I hope. And if you want to share the stream with anyone that might be interested, that will also help get some more people looking at this kind of stuff. Cool, let's continue. I'm tempted to put some more information around here. But this arm, like this body going this way, it feels like it's a bit too much because that leg feels like it's hyper stretching. Like if I leave it there now, guys, I know I'm going to have to come back to it afterwards. See what happens? It's that leg feels a bit too stretched out. So, meaning when this leg comes back here, okay, that's fine. When he moves across, I think he's doing too much. So overall, I'm going to have to reduce everything. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Let's do this. So that means this guy here, I need to pull him back. So overall, let's pull that guy back. There we go. So I've just shifted a few things around. This one here, the final bit, he can still be kind of like a bit more away from us. There. I think it's just the kneecaps that we need to readjust because it looks really broken. There. That feels like, that's why I say checking your shot out on perspective really helps. There. There. Awesome. Let's see where we are. The farther yapping streams on job, thanks for asking. I'm just talking to myself. It would be nice to have a visual of you guys here as well, just going, shaking your heads or just, you know. That's what happens when you give an animator a microphone. It's just like, no. Well, hold on, that's my background. Who likes One Piece? And if you don't like One Piece, we're not friends. Yeah, Luffy's awesome. Yep, cool. So let's continue. Focus. Stop distracting me, guys. I told you I'm trying to get some stuff done. Cool. Alright, let's see. So there's a lot happening. Again, I need to I want to grab this information because if I just put, if I don't put a lot of information here, so I would want to grab something like here. Let's grab that maybe. So what is he doing? The body's rotating forward. The hips are rotating. Okay, there's a lot happening. I'm sure you guys didn't need me to tell you that, but you can see. Okay, so let's see how much we need to rotate the hips. Enough that we can still see it. Let's see what this guy's doing. I want to just zero these out. I don't want to do the rotations with... Oh, this is the IK chest controller. This is the FK one. I did the animation with this one here. Let's see if I can salvage this. I want to do the animation with the FK, not with the IK. So I want to leave the IK alone from now on. I'll go in there and try to salvage it, but I shouldn't have done that. Okay, he does that. Yeah, around here he starts to rotate. Chest does this. Let me see if I can get rid of the rotations here. Let me see if I can grab the animation on this and slap it onto the other one. Let's try. Be cheeky. Okay, before we do this, let's save. Because I don't know what the results are going to be. So go here, get rid, and go away. Okay, now, pray for me. Pray for Farty. Paste, click. Does it work or has it destroyed it? It's alive! It's alive! It works! Yes, amazing. Cool, let's do the same for the rest. I want to retain what I have here. Grab these, zero those out now. And put it onto the IK. I have some stuff happening on the IK here. I can't just go in there and change it that easily. But what I can do is, these ones, which is from 39, I can copy those. It's because I've got that breathing happening on the IK, the FK. So I can get rid of these, and then go to the IK, from that frame onwards. This is kind of like how I get myself out of tricky situations. There we go. Oh no, is it crashed? No. No. Did I save, by the way? Besides the start? I hope that's not what's going on. So, you guys are about to see my pain. I'm gonna cry on a live stream. I don't want to believe this. It's not a file error. It's. Should I press OK? Who wants me to press OK? That's good, like 20 minutes of animation. Well, 20 minutes of me doing stuff. No, yeah, I know. I don't want to press OK now, like, Jesus. I think I need to close the stream now, because I'm actually going to cry. Press the like button if you want to see me cry on live stream. Jesus. No! Okay. Alright, well, let's go. Okay, maybe I can recover this. It's recoverable, I hope. Let's see. Open the crash log, browse the crash files. It's in here. Blocking 6 thingamajig. Let's see. I hope it's saved it. Yeah, but where is it? Hmm. 1922, it's around here. I'm not sure. Let's go OK, see what happens. Okay, it died. So, thank you Autodesk, guys. Do you want to put like an emoji in the chat, just like a round of applause? Thank you to, what did you save at first? I will say, what did you... Yeah, no, I saved in the beginning, but like when I versioned up from version 5 to 6, that basically means when I open version 6 now, it's just an empty file. Woosah, just breathe. Just breathe. Focus. This happens sometimes, guys. So, what do you do in a situation like this? And I don't mean just like stop animating. I mean, what do you do like to get yourself motivated? I would say just breathe, take a deep breath, and just dive back into it again. Because there's not much you can do, to be honest. Unless it's saved it for you. Let's see. Let's go new, open new. I've got the file path for that specific, well, for the crashed file. So hopefully, let's see, it might open it. Oh, hold on. Anim recovery thingamajig, something popped up. Let's see, let's take a look together. So, when is this? Today? It's today. That's the latest one. 25th March. Let's try. That's the latest one. Let's try. Oh, it doesn't exist. Amazing. Okay. Playback, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's try this one. Nope. Look, if it's gone, it's gone. I'm just going to push through with it. Sometimes it manages to save out the latest file, but if it hasn't done that, yeah. Let's see. My reaction when it yeah, exactly. You guys, you know what? It's the pain that all animators feel when that happens. It's like, jeez. You've all felt it before, I know that. Me on the outside, oh, it's fine, but me on the inside, crying. This is me on the inside. Let me show you guys. This is me on the outside. However, what's really happening internally is this. Just so you know. I'm like, you're on stream. Keep calm, keep it together. Let's see.
Is there anything I can retain from this? Oh wait, no, we've got some animation in there. We're good. We're good, guys. Back to the smiling emoji. There we go, look. Fantastic. Let's see, when was the last save? 1990. Oh my god, we're fine. We're good. Spank. Did we? Who is talking bad about Autodesk Maya? You guys, like, just need to chill for a second. Okay. Cool, we got there, and then we're going down. I was going to have the animation of the chest disappear because, oh my god, I feel like we spent a bit of time over here. He's just doing so much. Whoops. So this stuff here, go away. This stuff from here, I want to grab this, copy it, get rid of all those guys. There we go. And now put that onto this FK, which is around here. Let's paste that. Click. I want to save it quickly. No. Oh, okay. It crashes when you do that. Ah, okay. I see. Alright, well, we won't do that anymore then, seeing as this rig doesn't like that. Okay, go away. Alright, we're not doing that anymore. 2 crashes in. Amazing. But I've still got some blocking done in there. Okay. So it's when I copy the keys from there to there. Oh, interesting. That shouldn't really happen, but it's happening. Alright, I'm just going to push with the animation and I'll figure that stuff out later on. Alright. Come on. See, it's all technical stuff that just holds you back. It's, well, at least me, for the most part. It's like, I want to move my character, but it's crashing like you just saw for a few minutes there. We just spent time with this, which is not really what you want, but depending on how the rig is built, like you copying and pasting stuff might not work properly. Okay, so I need to move on. I don't want to spend more time with this. So I will just zero out the chest and just like apply it to the IK. So get rid of this guy, zero that, and I can put that animation onto the chest. Let's go 2, cool. So around here I'm expecting Jackie or the turtle to be leaning forward. There he's doing that. There he's leaning back forward again because he's going to punch. There he's leaning forward more. I would expect he's leaning forward like this to where he's facing. He goes up and he goes even forward more like this. He's constantly going back. And all that stuff that we did with the legs as well is disappeared. So that's a bit of a shame. I think it's the part with the legs that we done that we lost some, you know, we lost a bit of the animation there. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. I just need to pull these legs back, just so he doesn't feel like he's stretching too far. Well, first I'll pull the hips back. Like this. And then this, foot roll, bang, turn, which I just noticed now. Keep that foot there. Keep it there. That's cool. I'm just looking at how much is going forward. That feels a bit too much. Like it feels like he went in that direction a bit too much. Let's pull him back. Let's pull this leg back as well a little bit. Just overall there. And it seems like he's leaning here a bit too much. Screen right. So I want to grab the whole thing, pull him there, pull this one there. Okay. It's too much. There we go. Okay, let's save this before we lose more animation. Let's go Masterclass. Oh, that's part 1, but like we're on part 3 now. Let's see what's happening in the chat. We've got 4 people. Please hit the like. I do appreciate that, guys. It just gets... It show, like when you guys hit the like, it shows the video to people in your network or like in your subscribing or your group or whatever it is, and more people that like this kind of stuff get to see it, which is awesome. So hopefully like it'll push this kind of stuff out there. Cool. Right. Let's see. Alright. There. That I need to work on a bit. There. The neck. The head. It's a bit much. See how the elbow comes down? It shouldn't be straightening up just yet. Come on, select. When he does that, this arm goes up, which I just realized. Shoulders we need to go up as well. It's too much. Cool. Let's continue. See that hit? He's kind of spinning where he is exactly, so meaning he doesn't go forward. This leaning forward is too much. Maybe it's from the base as well. There, like that. Cool. And then we can move on. Okay, cool. Let's save and keep it moving. So let's say frame 80, and let's go from frame 66. Just working that, well, let's go like that. Cool. So first things first. The kneecap is not doing that. It's supposed to be doing something like this. Come on, move. Like this. And let's go frame 60, just so I can pull back and see what's happening there. That's fine. Around there, this guy needs to be doing this. There's a bit of a foot roll. There's a bit of a twisting happening. You need to move as well. That's fine. Rotate, rotate. You need to keep rotating here. But at that point, this foot will be like that. Foot roll. I want to jump into the graph editor because I don't want to do it like that. Let's go for the foot roll. Yeah, that's a bit much. Let's move that back. Yeah, that's pretty... I think this foot needs to go back. The reason for that is I'm looking at where his thigh is, and it's like this. So when he's doing this twisting motion, it could be a little bit. Try that. Oh, okay, I see where his hands now. Over there, he's raising his hands to go for a punch. There we go. Okay. I think this part's going to make a bit more sense when I go into what do you call it, into spline, because it's just a lot of like little stuff that's happening in there. Then here you want to bring him down a little bit. Stop with the selecting. It goes up, down, down. That's a constant down. These two are downs as well. How are we doing? Hey, Francis. Oh, hey, Alani. How you doing? You alright? No, it's been a while. Hey, everyone. Oh, we've got Zazu, we've got Alani. Well, Zainab. Cool, it's nice to see all my old classes here. Everyone that I know. Cool. We're just animating away, that's what we're doing. So let's see what the hips are doing. Bang. At this point, the chest will be rotating back. Let's pull these shoulders in. Maybe slightly back as well. Whoops. Is that the shoulders that I'm grabbing? Yes, it is. Let's pull this down. Let's bring it here. Let's pull this forearm here. That's right, buddy. See where his other arm is, it goes back, all the way back. So maybe I could just push this arm a little bit more back, just so we can see it from this side. Just a little bit more. I'm going to cheat this. Let's save. I'm getting that feeling. Let's see what's happening in the chat. I've been practicing a bunch on my own, been pretty okay, spending a lot of time just in blocking to get better. I'm curious what animation felt to you. Alright, cool, you guys go crazy in the chat. Yeah, but that's good to hear you've been doing blocking in your own time as well. Like, practice makes perfect, so I would just keep doing it, and like the more you just do it, it's muscle memory, you just get faster really. Maybe pull the chest back a little bit as he's hitting. There's a slight head rotation around here. And when I look at his arm, it seems to go up. It's kind of pointing towards it. It's very difficult to see there, but he's doing something like this. Oh, I like it when it moves. It makes me feel like I'm animating. I'm kind of animating, but you know, it makes me feel like I can do this. Okay, let's do that. Let's look. Because, you know, he wants to look where he's going to punch, right? Kapow! What would be the best sound effects for a punch on an animated movie, you think? Besides, like, the Kung Fu Panda stuff. Was it skadoosh? Is that what it says? Let's go frame 50. I just want to see what this guy looks like with more frames. Dodges. Yeah, it's starting to... I'm starting... Like, it... You know, the thing is, guys, let me save again. Paranoia's kicking in. The more you animate, and the more you see your character move around, then you just build confidence. Even me, I'm like, it's starting to move, it feels like I can do this. So it does build confidence, it does help. And like, okay, I can keep moving and do some more stuff. So, let's see what's happening here. Pull, pull, pull. Oh, he jumps around there, so I want to capture this moment. Bang, he hits. 1, 2. Okay, let's grab this moment, it's quite important. So I've got the pose, however, look at what the body's doing. Rotate, rotate. So is the body rotating there? That's great. You know what? Okay, let's just do that for now. I feel like I might need another frame in here to capture what's happening. Like maybe around here. I don't usually do this like on ones. However, there's something here that's pretty cool that I don't want to miss. He starts to swing this arm. Rotate that body. Let's see what the body's doing. Yeah, there's a bit of a rotation of the body, so let's add that in there. Slide down. This tells me that this punch is more inwards. Inwards is in like away from us, like it's swinging away like this. Come on. And now, I can imagine that this hand's going to be like pulling back. Let's pull this arm down. I don't want it to be... There he is. Come on. There, I can see where that hand is. Surrounding, I need to start lowering the shoulders. Pull this guy back like this. Let's see what Jackie's head is doing. He's there looking. It goes down. It goes up. It goes back down. But he shifts screen right, like he rotates towards us. This kind of stuff. There. Cool, let's get out of this little section. I've been dying to keep it moving. So we did like 2 hours on the last two parts, and we've got like 46 minutes, so 2 hours 46-ish. Let's keep going. Does he look off balance? He looks very kung fu-y. Maybe that helps a little bit more. Just a little bit, maybe. That looks a little bit off balance. Move the arms down. Not the arms. There. We can keep these around here now. Bang. And now the overall like position of his body. I'll do this. Nope, that's not it. That is not it. This guy here, like that. So, when he does all this kung fu stuff, there, that can move as well a little bit. Maybe that's a bit too much, that leaning sideways thing energy. Let's go camera. I just want to see the reference and the image playing. Hold on, why is it showing that? What? What's just happened? Really? What just happened? Does anybody know what just happened? Oh, there we go. What was that? That's probably like a shortcut that I clicked accidentally that did that. Okay. So let's have a little play and see where we are before we continue blocking Mr. Kung Fu. Alright, let's take a look at this guy and leave this one here. Imperse. He's breathing. Dodge, punch, punch. Oh, that feels a little bit snappy, which is nice. Cool. Alright, he does a little block and then he goes into his next fight move. So usually I'd say this will take me maybe like half a day to kind of get the blocking out of the way, which is about 4 hours. And let's go 70. And the other half of the day maybe to start splining. Depending on the difficulty of the shot as well, guys. It's not just like straightforward as, oh, that's how long it takes me. It depends on how much information you need to put on the shot. If it's like the character's just standing there not doing much, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't take too long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's really interesting what he's doing there. Let's do this. Let's go on 4s to get some more keys in there. So he goes up. However, there's still like some foot roll we need to add in there. I want to straighten the hips. And when he does jump, he's rotating slightly towards camera. There. I want to add that as well. And he's going up, but slightly left. There. Now I can get a better picture of how much he goes up. And also, well, I think that's not a foot roll, that's more of a rotation down. Oh, the foot looks broken. So he's jumping. If you look over my screen over here, he's jumping up. But Jackie's actually jumping towards us, or like towards the camera. So you want to make sure you add that as well. There, like this. Which means his height would change. So when he's doing that, let's see where his hands are. There. He drops his forearm down. Let's zero the shoulder out. Where's the other hand? There it is. Let's zero the shoulder out again. I zeroed the shoulder out to start from zero, like neutral position again, because if the shoulder's in a weird position and I'm posing the shoulder every time, it's going to be in a weird position, and I'd be like continuing from that weird pose throughout the whole, just throughout. And it helps me just reset where I was, because if at any point I'm going a bit too far from where my character should be in terms of the poses, it helps me like recalibrate where it needs to be. So okay, let's see the leg. There, this one goes up as well. Jumps around there. Let's zero this guy out. Come on, rotation. Click. You guys have got any questions? Or are you just enjoying the stream? Let's see. Cool. We've got that pose. Oh my god, this is so fun. Look what he's doing. This is why I wanted to do something like this. Because that is just so funny what he's doing. Let's put the foot on the ground. Let's do a massive foot roll. He's still continuing to go up and towards camera. He does something like this, something like that. And I'm putting these poses, but it's not like they're set in stone, guys. I'm gonna like have to tweak this again. And it's not the end of the world that you have to change your poses again. It's just what you're grabbing to what you need afterwards might change. So you see how he's like really rotated towards camera now? I can see that a bit more. At this point he's doing, whoa, let's do this. Let's get the chest involved a little bit more. Let's get the hips and like counter that. Let's pull him up maybe a bit more. We're losing a bit of his face, so I think it's safe to just do this. Grab the neck. There, like that. So you see that line that's going throughout the whole body. That's what I'm trying to get. And his hands, what is he doing with his hands? Or his arms? He goes back, and then he's stretching his arms forward, is he? Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. That's what I was doing today. No, I'm joking. Alright, so let's just raise the shoulders, because naturally, when your hands... Oh, they're close to breaking. Because naturally, when you raise your arms up, your shoulders have to go up as well. They follow. And let's get this guy up. How many people do we have in the chats? Is the regulars here? Do we have anyone from the subscribers that are just like... I know in some countries, like India and East Asia and all those other places, it's pretty late right now, so I know you guys, it's difficult for you guys to tune in. But what I'll do is, just let me know in the comments if it's too late for you to tune in based on where you are, because if majority of the people are in an area where it's difficult to join the streams because of the time, I'm looking to maybe do it in midday, like around maybe 3-4 o'clock London UK time. That way it'll, you know, the North Americans and the Central and East Asian animators and students can join in as well. Cool. Alright, so we have this, but I think we can rotate the chest a little bit more towards us. There, like that. And maybe that's... This is the part where I'm like, as an animator, okay, I do like contained motion sometimes, but this is the part where we can really push. Okay, so he's here. He goes down. So he's there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Let's get this pose here. At this point, I want to go forward to see where he's going. He's coming. He's going down, and he's rotating. Well, he's going down and left a little bit. Where's his foot going? Left, down. Let's rotate this guy a little bit. Push this pose out so we can keep the leg there. Bang, there we go. When the foot comes there, we can just do a bit of a foot roll. Maybe it's too much. Come on, keep him there. Copy that, pace towards here. 100 is only there, guys. We can get there. Let's see. If you like the video, guys, hit the like. Don't make me say it. Let's see. If you haven't subscribed and you like this stuff, do subscribe, and I will keep putting more content like this. If you guys like it, if there's things that you want to see, like specific tutorials and tips, just drop it in the comments, and I will try to add that in for the next video or the lecture itself, either one. Cool. All right. So what's happening? He's coming down. He's starting to lean forward. Say something along these lines. Let me just straighten him up a little bit. I think that's like my go-to thing sometimes. Just zero things out just to see where he needs to be. and then I can just rearrange things. See, that's a bit too much. Pull him up a bit. He can still lean forward. You remember his arms are now lower, much more lower. Something along these lines. I need to scrub through to see it. There. It's literally on a very blurry frame, so it's going to be hard to see. Oh, what's all that glitching stuff happening? It's like a Wreck-It Ralph kind of a glitch. What? It's going crazy. It's constantly happening. I'm not doing anything. Is there any glitching when I'm moving stuff? Alright, let's save. That's got me paranoid. And let's version up. I'll do this pose and then we'll have a quick recap of where we are. Can be a bit more straight. Let's zero the head out. Let's see. This guy needs to be a bit more lower. Now he starts to lean forward as well here. And I can see his head is looking down. Yeah, that's definitely a pose I want to grab. Okay, let's put this foot on the floor now. This is where things get a little bit more easier because now I can see what's happening with the poses. It's just when it's a super fast pose and it's super blurry, it's like I'm trying to make out a lot of the things that are happening there, which is fine, but he's rotating that way. Okay, great. That gives me a hint of he's already rotating ever so slightly there. And that means he's already rotating here. Like that. And also, look at his hands are like really pushed out. When I say hands, I mean arms. He's got this super kung fu kind of like straight arm pose. Okay, I can't see the other hand, so I'm just going to scroll around here. He throws his other hand back, and then it starts to come forward. Okay, actually it's not far from what I already have here. I just don't think it's that close. It's more like this. Yeah, something along these lines. It's starting to come out. He is... Oh, I've gone one frame forward. So I'll grab this frame, 86, get rid of 85, paste that there. Oh, what's going on? Have I lost that pose? Well, no problem, we'll just put it back in there again. Wait, let me save. Whenever I do something that's starting to crash. Let's key that. Let's key this. Delete. Pull this guy back once. Amazing, it didn't break. And there, look how much he is leaning forward. So I would be tempted to just rotate his head down more, because he's actually almost looking at the ground. And this should be much lower. Or this should be slightly higher. So sometimes the pose you have might be low enough, but you don't have to keep pushing it lower than it is. It just might mean that the pose before might need to be, you know, further away rather than adjusting the one you have now. Does that make sense? So like if this pose I have now, I need to make a bigger distance. Rather than changing the pose that's correct, go to the one before or after and make the difference there. Oh wait, hold on. Weird glitch. I'll wait. Alright, let's see what's happening in the chat. Who do we have in the chat? Do you guys like the live streams? Do you guys prefer the videos, or do you just like a bit of both? Like, is there a specific one that you like more than the other? Because I do know, like I said, some people jump into the live stream afterwards and just catch up on them afterwards rather than watching them now, which is totally fine, because it gives you the option of like watching either later or joining in live. Cool, let's continue. Let's grab this guy. 1, 2. Yeah, I probably want to grab this. You probably don't need this many keys, but it's just kind of like how I like animating. I want to put as much information as I can. So, you know, like when it's moved like this, it's so much more easier to tell what's going on. I want to put as much information as I can so that when I do present my shot to my supervisor or my lead or director, the shot sells itself. Like, you don't look at the shot thinking, oh, I think the character's doing this and I think they're trying to do that. No, you kind of like really show through your shot exactly what it is you want to portray. And obviously, like, the more keys you... But there's a fine line. Like, sometimes you need to be a bit more diplomatic and just show the right amount just to get the approval of the shot, which is just as important. But yeah. For me, generally, I put a bit more keys when there's fast movement to capture all that motion, or like those nice little details that the character or the actor, if you will, are doing. Yeah, this foot should be flat on the ground by now. Why is it in the air? There we go. Or is this a floating foot special move? Maybe it's a little bit more high there. Bang. I think by then the foot should have planted. There we go. And I think this foot would have twisted a little bit. Let's do that. And maybe the foot roll would just reduce. Come on, move. Okay, we're not far from 100. Oh, and then it gets hit around here. So let's do the full turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll continue that turning around. So I'm looking at where the hips are. The hips are basically on top of the leg now. So I'm fully focused on this section. So I know exactly where he needs to be. Like around there somewhere. Rotate the hips. Like that. I mean, at this point, the foot that he's standing on will be rotating as well. Okay, let's see. Have to head out into a meeting by when I come back on time. No worries, you're welcome. You're welcome to come in any time. So I hope you enjoyed the demo. Thank you, Alani. See you on the next one, hopefully. So I just want to make sure that the foot is rotating from this point, and it's not. What is this other foot doing? Let's rise it up. Let's bring it across this, there. I'm looking at this shape the leg is creating, and it's already telling me that the kneecap is facing away from us. I think at this point, the character's head is doing, yep, this, look up, look away. So he's looking around at the guy that just hit him, or tried to hit him at least. Whoops. Huh? Hey you, buddy. See, there's weight on his leg, so that means, first of all, the kneecap needs to be around there. That helps with the weight. Number two, let's do, he's too far away from his legs. There we go, that's a little bit more better. Some sliding happening. Well, let's see, maybe there isn't. If that's the middle, that section there. Come on. Tells me it's too much. I think as soon as I pass the 1 hour mark, I just get a bit like, oh, where's my coffee? Let's see where the arms are. Yeah, he needs to be leaning forward a bit more. I'm tempted to use this controller as well to get that shape. We can definitely do this with the arms. Pull the arms back and bring them in. Same thing for this guy here. Pull that up. Pull this back. Just rotate a little bit more towards us. Yeah, I don't think we need a foot roll. I think we just need to raise the leg. Yeah, I'm still not happy with this leg doing this weird turn thing. Let's try this. There should be a swivel. Not that. Yeah, this is it. I don't like using this one because once I get to this point, I need to snap out of it again. Because you see, like, the rotation of the yeah, I don't like using this. It's quite deceiving. I'd rather do it naturally, like how it's supposed to be. Come on, move. There we go. That feels much better. That means the chest will rotate a little bit more towards him as well, because the direction that he's looking in, you would expect that. Okay, cool. The last pose or two, and then we should be done with this section. And it's, I think, just when he does that full turn. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I want to grab this. Because he's putting a lot of weight onto this left leg. Well, screen left leg. And he's going back. And he's starting to rise up as well, which is nice. That's what I want to capture. And even this section here, he's leaning back. Then he gets his arms in front of him. There, that's pretty cool. See if there's any rotations that we want to get rid of. Okay, and now let's rotate this in. Bring this guy up. Let's get his arms like across his body. There. And this one as well, because he's getting ready to block. There's probably some like finger poses that we can add in there, but I want to avoid finger poses for now. Just, I think we can get a lot of the stuff done with the body, because finger poses take a while, and I want to like, I don't want to do that just now. There we go. And then we can work on this leg, pull that up, bring it back. See, this to that doesn't feel as strong, because this one, he needs to be leaning forward more. And not only does he need to be around there, but he needs to be rotating downwards. Come on. His head is going through a turtle shell. So let's do this. Maybe this one's a bit too much. That feels a bit better. Let's straighten him up more. That feels a bit better. Like, I want to feel the exaggeration between the C shape of him leaning forward and then going back. Whoops, no. Of him doing that and him going leaning backwards. He gets hit, and yeah, the last pose should be like maybe 1, 2, there, he gets hit. Cool, we'll do the last pose and then I think that's a wrap. I think it's like 140 frames, 43 frames, something like that in total. So let's see where we are right now. He's there, dodge, punch. Yeah, it's starting to come along. But you can see in the areas that I have more information, it's easier to read. Whereas if you have a pose that's like clamp, I'm not seeing that small movement coming down because it's on 4 frames. If I have that on 2s, I'm going to see him, oh, he's starting to get out of this pose and go into this. But at the moment I have this one big pose and then I have that, and it's difficult to read. I don't have this middle one where I see the transition between. That transition is going to tell me, oh, I'm coming out of this pose to this pose, but coming out of this one slowly, going there fast, or the opposite. I'm coming out of this pose real quick, and I'm slowing down around here. So that's what like the extra 2 frames that I'm going to be doing helps out with. So yeah. Alrighty, let's see. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. That's 100 frames of. Let's see how many we've got. We've got 39. So 1, 2, 3. So basically, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 41 frames. And we spent like another hour and maybe 10 minutes. I think the 10 minutes was like more me talking and stuff like that. So what is that? 3 hours, 3.5 hours is basically almost 100. It's 100 frames of animation in 3 hours if I calculate the whole 3 parts without the lost time. So let me just do a little play so you guys can see the final results. So this is what we have so far. Quite detailed there, quite detailed. And that last part, we've got a few keys in there. Yeah, so it's kind of like a work in progress, but once I get all the areas that I want down, nailed down, so what was it, 143? I think that's that last part he gets hit. I think there's no need for me to just like go into getting hit. I think frame 100, I'll leave at frame 100. Yeah, that's what I'll do. There's nothing crazy about him going backwards and falling down and posing again. I think for me 100 frames of this is enough. So you could say that I did the 100 frames of blocking in the time we have. Next session, part 4, I'm gonna fill up these gaps of like small stuff happening, putting more detail and finishing off the blocking. So blocking next session that we have will be finished. But you're going to see me get like much more picky and like add more detail. I like to stay in blocking as much as I can until before I go into spline. So next part will be the final part, guys. So it'll be 100 frames. Whoops, it's getting late. So okay, let's play this. So he's breathing, he's doing all that stuff. He does a little step back, dodges, goes there. Cool. And depending on what it looks like at the end, I might just do the last bit, which is from like 100 to 143, just like outside of the stream, just to get that out of the way. But yeah, let me know what you think. if it's coming along. If it's not really looking great, just let me know. Yeah, besides that, I'll see you on the next part, which tomorrow is our animation reviews, and the next part probably for this will be on Thursday, just to finish that like marathon and get off getting the blocking done. But it seems to me like 100 frames of animation, I spent like 3 hours and a bit. 4 hours should be done. In 4 hours of blocking is enough for 100 frames of animation for me. Hopefully that was useful. Hopefully you picked up some tips and tricks on how I do my blocking, and if it's not how you do your blocking, that's totally fine. At least maybe you can pick up on some areas where you see what kind of controls I use when I'm moving the character. So yeah, alright guys, thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you've not tuned into the stream but you're watching it now later, yeah, stick a thumbs up on the video if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't. If you like this kind of stuff, I'll be posting more regularly, and